It's a beautiful morning here in Kenya, East Africa. It's now 10 a.m. in the morning, and let's during the conversation connect with me and get new friends. Connect with new friends. Come and chat, then connect with new friends. You can comment whatever you want us to discuss. You can comment whatever you feel stressing you. Come and share your mind. Join me and share your mind. And this morning in Kenya we are having some areas like Mombasa, Kakamega. Hi, OMD, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Here in Kenya today we are having some of the counties like Mombasa County and Kakamega County. We are having the general election which was done on 9th, but for Kakamega and Mombasa it was postponed due to challenges or due to issues that could not be avoided due to unavoidable circumstances. And today you can see people are voting. We are having some people in Kitui, they are voting. People in Mombasa County, they are voting. People in Kakamega County, they are voting. People in West Pokot and South Pokot, they are voting. People in constituency, Rogai constituency, and today these are the stations, these are the counties, the positions which we are not voted for. People in Rogai, they are voting for an MP. In West Pokot and South, they are voting for MPs. In Kitui, they are voting for an MP. And in Kakamega, they are voting for a governor. In Mombasa, they are voting for a governor. And today is iFootball. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Today is Kenya. We are concluding the elections for the counties that never voted, like Mombasa. They never voted for a governor. Like Kakamega, they never voted for a governor. Like Kitui Rulo, they never voted for a MP. In Rogai, that's Nakuru. I am fine, thank you. Football. And like West Pokot, they never voted, but today are voting. Hi Loja, welcome. Thank you for joining me this morning. Good afternoon, good morning. Hi Sebahat, thank you for joining me. Welcome. Thank you, thank you. Today we are concluding the elections for some of the parts of like Mombasa County and Kakamega. We have Rogai, we have Kitui Rulo, we have Pokot, West Pokot and South. We are still voting. For Mombasa we are voting for the governor. For Kakamega we are voting for the governor. But for the other 4 constituencies, Kitui, Pokot, 2 constituencies and Rogai, they are voting for the MP. When we'll be done with the elections of this year, I've elected the leaders. Thank you for joining me and kindly connect with the new friends and continue praying for Kenya, because there's a case at the Supreme Court because of the opposition that is challenging the just concluded. Happy New Week, Bilim. Thank you. Happy New Week to everyone. We are having elections. We concluded the elections. We have a president-elect, but the opposition went to the Supreme Court to challenge the elections, and we are waiting to see the outcome, how it will turn out to be. So just continue praying and to be fair We are expecting the judgments to be good. We are expecting that the president-elect, his victory will be upheld to move forward as a nation. We'll be able to move forward as a nation. We are going to move forward and kindly pray for Kenya. We are having difficult times because every time we go for the voting, we vote. Hi, Danchis Corner, welcome. Every time we vote, somebody goes to the courts. Hi, Bilge Katanesi, thank you, welcome. Every time we vote in the country, there are people who have to go to the Supreme Court to challenge elections. And since 2013, 2017, thank you for joining me. Every time we finish the voting, people have to make their way to the Supreme Court. And sometimes it's very boring for the voters, it becomes boring for the people who vote, because there are people who want to change the will of the people. I don't know how it is in your country after the elections. Is it fair and free? Good morning, Danchis Corner, welcome. How are the elections conducted in your country? Are they always free and fair? In our constitution, it says that the IEBC, which means Independent Electoral Boundaries, should conduct free and fair elections. It means that they should conduct free and fair elections. But after every election, you hear people saying, oh, my vote, there was rigging, there was this, there was that. And it really gives the citizens a hard time to determine who is who. It raises the hopes of people, and some people get discouraged. Some people want their candidate to win. So how are the elections conducted in your country? Are they always free and fair? In our constitution, it says that they should be free and fair, but you hear that people complaining, saying, oh, so and so, people were bribed, there was bribery, voter bribery, there was this and that. So this morning, kindly, I request you to pray for Kenya, so that when the judgment will be given at the Supreme Court, as a country will be able to move forward, we'll be able to get our president, will be able to be sworn in, we'll be able to continue as a country, we'll be able to move forward as a country. And Kenya is going through hard times. Remember, after the COVID, every country is undergoing some challenges. Most of the countries, I believe, in every part of the world, here we are experiencing the food shortages, a long drought, no rain after quite a long time. Even the livestock was suffering. The livestock is suffering, and we are in difficult times as a country. And we rely on most of the supplies from Ukraine, and due to the war, due to the invasion of Ukraine by Russia, we are facing such a difficult time, because you see, if you can't be able to import, then the people are suffering, because Africa has been experiencing such a long drought, and Africa has a capability of supplying maize or corn to the whole world, but due to lack of rain, we find that we are not able to. Due to the lack of rain, you find that you are not able to get food, and then if you can't get food, if there's no water for irrigation, the rain is not sufficient, then you find that you have to rely on imports. You have to import more than you export. So our problems that we are facing in Africa is because we are having shortage of rain, we are having long droughts, we are experiencing such thank you, Billy. Peaceful morning too. We are experiencing such a long season of droughts, and it's my prayer that as I watch the news, the world news, I've seen a lot of floods, and in Pakistan, people having, infrastructure being destroyed. Just like when I watch the world news, I see Ukraine, how the infrastructure has been destroyed because of the war, because of the invasion. Sometimes you wonder, why do people rise? Why do nations rise against other nations? Why would a nation rise to start destroying infrastructure for another country? Is there no way that people can sit down and talk? Sometimes you wonder that people is it that people are not able to sit down and talk? Is it that people are not able to sit down and converse? For example, the invasion of Ukraine by Russia, is there no other way they would have solved that? Whatever differences they have would have been solved through just conversation and avoiding to destroy infrastructure, avoiding to kill other people, avoiding to make people homeless, avoiding to make people, the citizens of Ukraine, to go to other countries and become refugees there. Sometimes when you think why people fight one another, that's why I'm praying for my nation, that we'll have peaceful transition from the current government to the government that has been appointed by the people, by the will of people, through the voting on 9th of this month of August. It's my prayer that this current government will allow peaceful transition with the government that has been appointed, because one thing that I know is that it is God who appoints leaders. It is God who appoints kings. It is God who appoints presidents. It is God who raises. It is God who appoints leadership. It is God who makes people to sit on the throne. As we are waiting for the determination of the Supreme Court, pray for my country, Kenya, so that God will give us a good judgment, so that God will give us prosperity as a country. And let me know how the elections are conducted in your country, in your nation. Are they fair and free? Is it free and a fair election? Let me know what you think. Let me know how the elections are conducted in your country, from where you come from. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know how the elections are conducted. Do you have people going to the Supreme Court? Do you have people who do not accept the results? Kindly let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know how the elections are conducted in your country. It's good to know. It's good to understand the different cultures. Our country, Kenya, is a country that we are a democratic country. We have the freedom of association. We have the freedom of expression. And let me know whether that freedom of expression is really practiced in your country, or is it just in the Constitution? Is it just put in the Constitution, and how is it working in your country? I always appreciate, and you can see we're having the people are voting today, those who never voted, so it is an holiday to some parts. In Mombasa County, Kakamega County, it's an holiday because people never voted in those areas. And it's a beautiful day. Today is sunny morning. We have been experiencing such a cold season since June, July, and this month, this August being the contest month, and actually this being 29, whereby people are casting their votes. We expect that our country will be able to move forward and we'll be able to recover, to rebuild our economy, because the inflation that has come due to the COVID-19 and the war in Ukraine has been worsening, and has made the prices of the fuel and the foodstuffs to be so high. I've seen many demonstrations in different countries. I watch world news, and I've seen a lot of demonstrations on different countries, and I pray that our country, Kenya, will remain peaceful, that my nation will remain peaceful, even as we transit from the current government to the next government which God has appointed. I pray that there will be no bloodshed as it happened in the year 2007. In the year 2007, many people were killed after the election violence, especially in the Rift Valley, in Nairobi, and in Kisumu. There was a spirit of tribalism that one tribe never wanted to see the other, especially the Kikuyus and the Luos. The Kikuyus were killing the Luos, and the Luos were killing the Kikuyus, and it became one of the worst times, because some of the leaders had to be taken to the International Criminal Court, the ICC, and even now some people have never recovered from the trauma of the post-election violence after the elections of 2007. And so every time when we are in the times of campaigns, those who are well up in the society, they travel from Kenya during the elections. But those who are not able, those who are not blessed financially, those who are not financially stable, there is nowhere you can go. You have to wait the outcome. Many people were killed that time. Businesses were burned. Many supermarkets, they were being burned. Every property was destroyed just because of elections. And my prayer for my country is that from now henceforth, there will never be another violence, that every time God will protect this country, people will be always voting peacefully, and there will be always transparency and a freedom to make the next choice. And so I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for joining me this morning. Wherever you're watching me from, may God bless you. May God sustain you. And kindly, my request is that please pray for my country, Kenya. We need God to stand with us, and the Lord can give the right determination to the Supreme Court. We pray for the Supreme Court to give the right determination, to give the right judgment, as well as we can be able to move on as our country, so that our country will not be at standstill, so that people will not always be campaigning, but that people will move forward, that the leaders will be able to lead, the president will be able to lead our nation, and will be able to move forward, our economy will be able to recover. We cannot recover the economy if we are not working. The economy cannot be recovered if people are not working. We need to move forward in life, and we'll be able to recover the economy as we move forward. Every time that people are not at peace, you find that when people are not at peace, there's nothing good that can continue. The children, the pupils, the students who are in school, they really suffer during this time because they have to stay at home. Just remember, we are recovering from the COVID the effects of the COVID. And the COVID, especially in Kenya, there was a lockdown from March of 2020. March of 2020, the schools, the kids remained at home almost for 1 year because of the pandemic, and it was not an easy time. It was not an easy time for the students, for the parents, for everybody, because I remember that time there was no movement from one county to another. You could not move from Machakos County to Nairobi. You could not move from Nairobi to Mutukitu. You could not move. There was no movement. When the person died that time, those people were dying that time, their relatives were having such a hard time, even to bury them, because it was not easy. Burying them was not easy. Everybody who passed away during that time, people have assumed that they were suffering from COVID and they were not given a decent burial. Those people who died that time, they were not given a decent burial because people were afraid of COVID like nothing else. Like they are never afraid of anything else. Never afraid of anything else. And I wish that people would be afraid of committing atrocities as they were afraid of conducting the COVID. So I was just asking that you pray for my country so that this case in the Supreme Court will be judged well. The Bible, I remember in the book of Daniel, the Bible says that there is a time that the devil or the Satan surrounded the camp of the saints, and it was like as if the devil had overcome. But the Bible says that judgment was given in favor of the saints. And so I pray that this judgment will be judged in favor of the winner, the president-elect, so that we can be able to move forward. We don't want to remain a country of conflicts. I pray that my country will no longer be a country of conflicts, to be a country that can move forward, to be a country that respects the rule of the law. It will be a country that respects the will of the people. It will be a country that respects every person, the will of every Kenyan. I pray that this country will be able to learn to respect the will of the people, and the wish of the people will be given the first priority, so that people can move forward. And so this morning, there are many things that we can talk about. There are many things that are awaiting us as a nation. And this morning, there are many things that actually we are expecting by the end of the day, by tomorrow morning, to have known the winners of this race. And I know that everything will turn out to be good. And so this morning, as we wait for the outcome of the elections at the remaining polling stations, the remaining counties, the 2 counties, and the other constituency levels, I believe that as a country we are going to experience peaceful moments. We are going to everybody, because people have gone back to their work. After 14, people went back to work. And then we were we got a president. Then now, people are expecting some changes. People are expecting a change in the government. And so this morning, I decree that I pray that God will stand with my nation, and He will enable us to continue. He will enable us to have a victory, and there will be no war. There will be no more war. There will be no bloodshed. God will support this nation. God will lift this nation. to admire level, that people will be able to admire how the Kenyan elections are being conducted. And so, thank you for joining me. Wishing you a lovely day. Stay safe wherever you are. Thank you, and God bless you. See you next time.